Thank you for visiting your personal piano professor. Today I'm going to kind of show you what I might do to practice improvisation over some interesting blues changes to a classic song, Georgia on My Mind. It was a #1 hit by Ray Charles in 1960, and then Willie Nelson did it again in the 70s, made a hit out of it. And it's pretty much a song that you've probably heard before, especially if you live in Georgia. And what I do is I take it when I'm practicing, make sure I've got the feel for the chords. You can find all the chord formulas on the website here, and you can also find a little bit about the blues scale and the pentatonic scale. For the most part, I'm going to be using C pentatonic, C blues scale, and occasionally I'll be picking chord tones out where that particular blues scale doesn't fit, and we'll be working on it. And as I work on it, I hope you'll just get something out of seeing what I'm doing. And generally, usually I want to paraphrase the melody in there, so it kind of starts out like this. The first verse goes a C and then to an E7, and then there's F minor to B flat, and then C, A9, that's D7, actually to D minor 7, to G7, to E minor 7, to A7, D minor 7, and then there's a G augmented. So I'll go through that part again and try and put a little bit of bluesy scales in there. That's a little pentatonic run. And then for the E7, I might use the E blues scale. Over the A minor change here, I'm going to use that same pentatonic C scale. And then where it kind of goes out of the key of C temporarily, goes to that F minor B flat. I'll probably just play the chords or pick some of the chord tones, and then back to the C. D minor 7. A lot of 2/5s here. So I've got now the chords feeling again. Second part of the verse. Now the song goes into a minor blues. And to get into that minor blues, we take the dominant 7 of A minor, which is E7, and now we're into the minor blues part, which goes A minor, D minor, A minor, F7, that's kind of nice sounding, A minor, D minor, A minor, and D7. And then there's that little kind of rundown thing here where the bass descends, A minor, descending bass, F sharp minor to B7, E minor 7, A7, D minor 7 to G augmented, and we're back into it. So during that minor blues, I'm going to be playing the C pentatonic scale with the blues notes. That F7's kind of nice sounding, I like that. And that's D7 chord and then the descending part again. And then we're back into the verse again, which we've already gone through. E blues scale, C pentatonic. Improvisation's a lot about trying things out, and if it sounds good, you do it again. If it doesn't sound good, you make a mistake, you don't repeat it. Same in life and in playing piano. You want to repeat the good things and don't repeat the mistakes. So it's kind of fun. Now I'm not perfect there yet, but now I've got a feel for the changes, also got a feel for the scales I'm using. And most of that improvisation was that C pentatonic scale, which is really 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. And added blues notes. The flat 3, the flat 7. And again, I used the E blues scale where it was appropriate. And then where the chords were a little bit different and I couldn't use the C pentatonic scale over it, a lot of times I'll pick chord tones. It's about kind of moving in and out of harmony and dissonance, and you want to be using the thirds and the sevenths a lot in your solos. And we'll do some the transition again to the A minor section, the bridge. I love that F7. Let's try something again. See, made a mistake, won't repeat that again. Again, when you get to a section like that where it's not that comfortable, you try it again and again until you are feeling a little more comfortable with it. Again, I'm not happy with that. I'll try it again. Again, now that wasn't perfect, but that's sort of how I practice blues scales slowly. Make sure you know the chords. Practice with those pentatonic scales. You get the formulas for that off of the website there. Now, if you get a chance and you want to comment on the lesson or ask for help or suggest some songs you'd like to learn, I'd be happy to work up a little lesson personally for you. Just let me know what you want to see, and I'll email you and check in with you when I've got something that I think you might be able to use. Again, take your time. You saw me make mistakes. Go ahead, feel free. You don't have to be perfect right away, but eventually you'll get comfortable with the scales and the chords, and hopefully you'll be improvising like a pro. Thanks again for checking in with your personal piano professor. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. See you soon.